attorney Aaron Watson with the Watson Firm. Thank you so much for visiting our YouTube channel, our social media page, or our website. We hope that you learn a lot of information about your personal injury case or your car accident. Today's video, we'll be talking about what to do the next day after your car accident. I'm sure you've seen already that things have changed since yesterday, since you were first involved in the accident. You know, where you thought your neck was okay, your back or your muscles were okay, you may start to feel a little pain. Adrenaline has kind of lowered down. And so one of the most important things you want to do, if you have not done it already, after your car accident, is you want to go and seek medical treatment. You want to have diagnostic tests done. You'd be surprised how after a car accident you say, oh, I have a little pain, tightness in my shoulders, and a doctor goes and moves your head all the way to the left. They do a range of motion test, or all the way to the right, and you start to say, hey, there's something significant here. It's important the day after your car accident that you protect your case, that you create a record, evidence of your injuries. Let's just say you feel that pain or your tightness in your neck or your back, and you wait a week, you wait 2 weeks. Well, now there's an argument there that something must have happened to you from the day of this accident up until the time you went to the hospital. I mean, anything could have happened to you in 2 weeks. Maybe you got into another car accident. Don't open yourself up to that argument. Rather than waiting and hoping the pain will go away, go in and seek medical treatment immediately. That way there is a record that you were experiencing pain, you were experiencing tightness, that a medical professional performed diagnostic tests, range of motion tests, and they too observed findings of an injury, whether it be objective or subjective findings, muscle spasm. The doctor can, that's trained in looking at these types of injuries, can help you identify and find out what's going on. So you want to be sure that you create a record, create evidence that you're experiencing these symptoms. So it's the day after the accident, you're going to seek medical treatment. You say, hey, Mr. Watson told me I make sure I go to the doctor. You know, even if you think you're okay, go to the doctor. You'd be surprised. I was talking with somebody the other day, and they said one doctor told them they were okay. The next doctor, just a couple days later, said there's something serious going on here. It's your responsibility to make sure that you're okay and to make sure that you protect yourself and your case. It's tough for me as a personal injury lawyer to prove that you're hurt without evidence, that you're experiencing these symptoms without evidence. Your medical records are your evidence. So start protecting yourself and finding out what's going on from the beginning, and instead of waiting and really subjecting yourself to holes in your case. So while you're treating, the doctor's telling you what's wrong and what's right. The other part of your case is you still have, you know, your car's probably banged up. It's probably taken somewhere to a junkyard, or maybe it's even in your front yard or backyard, or it's out in the parking lot. Your vehicle is evidence. The damage that was done to your vehicle is evidence. How hard this accident was, or the collision was, how much force was involved in the accident will be relevant in the case. And so what we typically do is send our investigators out to go and document not just your vehicle, but the other party's vehicle, to show, hey, you know, this wasn't a minor accident. You know, this was a severe accident. The other thing is, what about all those people? Yesterday, they were at the scene of the accident. They said they saw what happened, and now they're gone. These are crucial witnesses. You're in the doctor trying to get better, maybe at home, couldn't make it into work, you have a wage loss claim, but what about the evidence from the scene of the accident? What about the witnesses? You want to make sure you hire a lawyer, a personal injury lawyer, one that works on a contingency fee, and that just means you don't pay anything unless that lawyer wins. He could get involved in the case, hire investigators, put a bunch of time and resources into the case, and if he can't recover any money for you, you don't pay him anything. And so you want to make sure that all that evidence is preserved. So we send investigators out to go and see if we can track down these witnesses, take their statement, take their recorded statement. So that way we have evidence, recorded evidence, so that if this case goes to court next year, we have it preserved. We know we can contact this witness, or at least have his statement, his sworn statement under oath, that we could read to the jury. And let me tell you why that's important. It's important when drivers do this. It's her fault. It's his fault. Well, the problem when two people disagree is, you know, if there's no independent witnesses, it's tough for a jury to determine whose fault it is. Well, what about the fact that your car accident happened right in front of the shopping mall, or right in front of Tom Thumb gas station? What about the video surveillance evidence that may be there on those businesses. Remember, you're trying to get better. The insurance company, you better believe they've already sent out investigators to go and track down this evidence. What about you? What are you going to do to protect your case? You want to make sure that you have a legal team that's ready to go out there and knock on doors. Sir, ma'am, did you see this car accident? Sir, ma'am, can we take a look at your video of your gas station to see if it might have captured this particular accident? One thing about surveillance video is that after a certain amount of time, it starts to record over itself, meaning that crucial video that showed, hey, the defendant ran the red light. The defendant was texting and driving. Once that video is destroyed, it's gone. And so it's important to make sure that that evidence is preserved from the very beginning. Protect yourself. Hire a legal team. While you're focusing on getting better, we're focusing on your case and making sure that you receive all of the compensation that Florida law says you're entitled to. Pain and suffering damages, past medical expenses, future medical expenses, wage loss, loss of the ability to earn money, loss of earning capacity. Those are all damages that the law says you're entitled to if you can prove negligence, that the other party is at fault. So before you ever get to all of your damages, you have to be able to prove that this person was at fault, the other party. If you can't prove it, if you don't have the evidence, if you don't have the witnesses, if you don't have the video, unless that defendant were to just come out and say, hey, this was all my fault, which doesn't always happen all the time, you won't have a case that you can prove. And so that's why it's crucial, the day of the accident, the day after the accident, to do your research. Get online, get on Google and find out, hey, what personal injury law firm is best for me? What are their client reviews? Do they have a 5-star ranking on Google? Are they highly recommended? Have they tried cases before? What's the highest verdict they've received? Have they been involved in a car accident trial before? You want to go and research all that. We're proud to say that we have a 5-star ranking on Google, that we've tried cases, received $1 million verdicts. We've been through this before. To this year, I celebrated my 10th year practicing law. I've handled thousands of car accident cases. When you call the Watson firm and you say you've been in a car accident, our team, we know exactly what to do to make sure that your case is protected. If you've been involved in a car accident, visit watsonfirm.com. We want to help you. We want to hear about your case. Thank you so much for watching this video. We wish you all the best. Certainly call us if you need us. The Watson Firm, where we demand justice.